preparations for examinations, ladies and gentlemen, I think everything is in order. You have just heard me talking to class 8 there, and you can see how reasonably prepared they are. They still have a few months to go. I think ours is to encourage them. I want to continue to ask the parents to try, despite the hard economic situation, there's still a large number of parents who can pay but are not paying. Can they pay something to the school to assist the teachers around the school? There are also a small number of teachers who are sending children away from school that they should not send away from school. Can we ensure that they really make sure that the person they are sending away from school can afford to pay school fees? Because we have been interceding over the week, asking them to take children back to school. There are a few, I don't know whether to call them rogue principals or just the ones who do not want to cooperate. This time, the year 2021, is not the time to increase any school fees. I'm not going to name them, but if they don't walk back, some of them are in Nairobi, why should you be happy to punish children and parents during Corona? It's thoroughly inhuman. May I firmly plead with them to ensure that all those extra costs they are asking the parents to pay, perhaps they should not ask for now. In terms of people who are saying that the government has not given enough money, those people are also not being rational. The way the system works is that we pay tax and then the money is divided. If you have gotten a percentage of money, a substantial percentage of money that you are supposed to have received by now, why are you asking about the other half before you spend this one? Tell me why. It doesn't make sense, isn't it?
Sure.
So I would want us to think a little bit differently, and that when the time comes for us to bring the second tranche of the money that is required in schools, we will do so in good time. But for now, when regional director, can you call your people to order? They should stop making a lot of noise, because we only gave 14.6 billion the other day, 14.9 billion the other day. It's not even a week. Imeenda wapi? We should do that. Are we together? Is there anything pertaining to the opening of schools? Of course, people are still saying that schools have not reopened. I think from the national point of view, I can very firmly tell you that at primary school level, we are at 95%. At secondary school level, we are at 96%. The percentages that are remaining are largely in areas where children require food in order to come to school. And that problem is being addressed as I speak. As far as the desk deliveries are concerned, you have seen how the children are enjoying the desks, and we continue to ensure that the deliveries continue, including the payments. The only thing I would want to say in public here is that our officers should ensure that all the desks that have been delivered, they should ensure that all the documentations for payment are at Jogo House for subsequent payment through Safaricom within 24 hours. Otherwise, I want to also state, as far as the low-cost primary schools are concerned, I said that the food was in the stores, but we are now hitting the road. So from Monday, food will be in schools. If you start between Monday and Wednesday, food should be in every school, so that those children in the arid and semi-arid areas should be able to enjoy the food. But again, due to the wisdom of His Excellency the President, he had said that we also extend this to the slums. And I think for now we have extended to the slums in Nairobi, to some slums in Nairobi, in Thika, in Nyeri and Eldoret and Kisumu. We are spending the sum of Kenya shilling 1.8 billion in assisting these low-cost housing, low-cost schools, and also ensuring that children who require food during school time receive them. For the children who are in grades 1 to 3, because of the benefit of my being a physician, I have advised that we shift to fortified porridge, which has a lot of protein from soya and also vitamins and elements. And this is also on the road, so that they'll be having a very healthy, huge mask, what do you call this? Yeah, a mask of that fortified porridge. And the reason behind this is that our brains grow when we are very young. So it may not be wise to give maize and beans or rice and beans to children in grades 1 to 3. It is much better to give them a fortified formula. And like I've said, the government is spending quite a bit of money to ensure that that also goes to the schools in the slums. Sanitary towels for our children. The 1.7 million girls in primary school standards 6, 7, and 8, and any early maturers in standard 5, because some may mature early. We have already purchased sanitary towels. We are hitting the road next week, and each child will be given enough sanitary towels for 9 months. Now we must also remember that there is a problem, because when you give the child the sanitary towels for 9 months and she takes them home to the family where there are other children, then it becomes family property. But you see, for us, we can only do that. As far as the secondary school is concerned, we are talking very well with Safaricom, and we are well on track to finding a solution where Safaricom, as it has done in the past, will help us with sanitary towels for our children in high school. Thank you very much.